Oh, where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? I was at work, having to do work things. I did not enjoy the work things. I did not enjoy being late to the stream. Never like work. Work sucks. Blah. But let's... oh, my nose. Yeah. Hello, Zane. Hi, Victor. Let's get to streams. Hello, Ark. Welcome back. Goodness gracious. I'm sorry, mentally a bit... coming into fucking this with a bit tired is not great. You did catch up a bit at least, so Rudolph posted the hey, there's some important family stuff I need to tell you thing. Yeah! That cannot go well for him. If he actually lives through this and gets to tell us... Actually, hold on, I think I can check on him. Does he live through this shit? Spoilers, I need to check. Yeah, shut up. Hold on, I need to check. Oh, fuck, he's alive! Oh, this could be fun. Also, spoilers, Erica. Jeez. Erica's fine. It's fine. She's good enough. The sound of crashing waves. The sound of the tide surging. The noise of the sea breeze. Whenever my headache torments me, these are the sounds that fill my head. My inability to bear a successor placed me in a very difficult position within the Ushiromiya family. Tried every medication was said to promote fertility, every incense or herb. Nothing I tried had any effect. Till I was blessed with Jessica 18 years ago. I was ashamed to even call myself a wife. The creation of a child depends on the efforts of two people and the whims of heaven. It's not fair to place all the blame on yourself. I still don't know what caused my inability to become pregnant. Oh, you were being poisoned. Didn't you know that? Hatsu, you were being poisoned by someone, didn't you? You didn't know? What a dumb bitch. I even went to see noted physicians. I underwent humiliating examinations. I was just told that they didn't understand the reason. Or, you know, it could really be Kraus. Like, come on now. It could be Kraus. It's not like impossible or anything. Even though quite some time has passed since your marriage, you still couldn't bear a child. I see.
次期当主を密かに狙うエヴァが首をもたげぬわけもない。
It's only natural that Eva, who secretly aspired to become the next head, would start getting ideas. Eva tried to convince father that I was a failure as a future head's wife. It was a time when Kenzo was very disappointed in my husband's repeated business failures. Was there ever a time when he wasn't disappointed in Kraus? I feel like as soon as Kraus came out of the womb, it was like, oh fuck, not this one. This one's shit. On the other hand, Eva's husband Hideyoshi's business was growing well, completely the opposite of her husband's businesses. He was the only person who could bring father good news. In that case, perhaps there could be no blame placed on father if he decided to lend an ear to Eva's words. Or even accept them without question. Kinzo at the hospital. Do we have a return policy? Yeah, that seems right for Kinzo. It was all my fault because I couldn't bear a child. You are sinless. Aren't babies Aren't babies of this country carried here by storks? If anyone is to be judged, it should be the stork. Thank you. However, though he's still in good health then, the head was already well past his prime. And it's not hard to imagine that he wanted to see his grandchildren's faces as soon as possible. Who cares? If he wanted a grandchild, he could have done what he wanted with that appalling amount of money he had. This is Kinzo, the man who always bragged out about how money could create anything. If he wanted a grandchild, why couldn't he just demand something with that money he was so proud of? Yes, that's right. The head gave up on me when I couldn't bear a child. And did just that. Thinking of the duty of anyone in possession of large amounts of money, the head gave a lot to charities. One among these was a facility known as the Gospel House. Oh shit! It's the first time since like episode 2 we're talking about the Gospel House. Holy shit! Okay. One of these, the facility known as the Gospel House, had been given an especially large donation, possibly because he had owed ties to that place. Also, what, the Gospel House came into existence 18 years ago? Or roughly a bit long, like 19 or more years ago? Okay. Interesting. Ah, the Gospel House. Furniture came from that place quite often. As part of their work and training in public activity, and employed Gospel House children with exceptional grades as servants. Including a fucking 6-year-old? Frankly, I don't believe that crap. Look, fucking Shannon was 6 when she first came here. Are you really going to expect me to go, oh yeah, no, fucking, ooh, yeah, yeah, totally, she must have had the best of grades. Like, no. No, I don't believe that shit. All these servants in the mansion with the character In, On, Non in their names. Shannon, Ken, Lunan, Manon, Lennon, and more besides. Oh shit! This is also the first time we're getting more of the character's name. Oh, cool! I was wondering when we were gonna get more about this. We're children from there. In, On, Non. In, On. John Lennon. I don't think John Lennon is one of the Gospel House children. In, On, though.
いろいろな連中がいたな。
There were quite a lot of them, weren't there?
多くはほん
The most quit after just a few years.
当家の給金は数年も
That's probably because a few years of wages from working here would earn them more than enough to live on their own.
後ろ宮家での
Experiences serving the Ushiromiya family is a wonderful thing to add to one's resume.
立派な肩書きになります。それを得て
I'm sure it was also the head's desire for them to gain this for themselves and then spread their wings in society. You have... I'm still really confused not to see why you have such a fucking high opinion of Kinzo. The man is a piece of shit by all means that we know of. Why do you have such a good opinion of him?
なるほど。
I see.
どうしか。
So, an adopted child. Father, what did you just say?
この赤子を我が孫として迎えよ。
Accept this infant as my grandchild.
よしよしよし。
Eh? Oh, there. Apparently the baby Kumusawa was trying to sue didn't like the air in the study at all. He kept on crying as if it hated it here. Understandable. Also, holy shit, we're getting somewhere big. Okay.
申し訳ありません。
My apologies, Father. I really hope this isn't just fucking Lambda just screwing with us. I really hope it isn't.
私には
I'm not sure what you want me.
この赤子を我が孫として迎え。
Accept this infant as my grandchild.
そしてクラウス
You shall raise it to be the one who succeeds Kraus.
それはつまり
In other words, you want my husband and I to raise this baby as our own child.
だよとおっしゃるのですか。
そうだ。
That's right.
お前に
It's clear by now that you are barren.
明白。お前の体には
Your body must
何かしらの
have some sort of
問題があるに
defect.
違いない。
おー、よしよしよしよしよし。
Oh, there.
おー、よしよし。
Oh, there.
よし。
Phone, go away. Alright, so this is the case of Kumasawa being able to corroborate things. Yep, Kumasawa, suspicious as fuck. As though she couldn't hear a discussion of the size, Kumasawa kept on persistently trying to cuddle the baby. This made his crying get even louder.
暴言だな。
That is nonsense. Father wants to be giving birth rested with a woman. This world would have no need for men.
必要ないわ。あの日の悔しさを
I never forgotten the bitter pain I felt that day.
私とて子が
Of course I wanted a child.
でもいくら祈ろうとも
How much I prayed I couldn't get pregnant.
私の体に原因があるのではないかといくつもの名医を訪ね歩きました。
I went thinking something to do with my body might be the cause. I went to see several famous doctors.
それでも
But even so, no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't become pregnant.
守れなかったのです。
What Nazi doesn't know is that Kraus tried some experimental treatment once for his business to help growth, promote growth and harmony in the body. You know, it was using some nice radioactive material from after the war, but you know, it didn't turn out to do anything good. So he had to leave it be. Yes, I am saying Kraus accidentally sterilized himself.
その挙句が
After all that, for this to be how you treated Kraus needed that radiation build immunity in preparation of immune. Of course! Of course, of course.
察するぞ
I understand. Maybe it had just been picked up by the gospel house recently. Of course, it wasn't that I didn't feel compassion for the child, who was so young and already lost its parents' affection. However, the pain and sadness I felt were far greater. With another survey, I had suffered to bear this child. But why did I have to carry this baby? Not only shed on my blood, but he was not related to my husband the slightest either.
お父様を恨んではいません
I don't hate father.
もし恨み
If anything, I only hated my body.
自分の体が恨めしかった憎かったんです
I detested it.
こう宿せぬ我が身がひたすらに
I truly detested my own body for being unable to bear a child.
だから私は祈りました
So I prayed.
天使と悪魔の両方に
I prayed to both angels and demons. What, Zane? Why do you think Nazi did anything? Why do you think Nazi might be about to eat a child into the ocean? Why would you ever think that?
そしてその
My wishes were granted by both.
天使には何と祈ったか
What did you pray to the angels?
私の体に奇跡を
I prayed for a miracle in my body.
私の体に問題があるというなら
If there was something wrong with my body, I could accept that.
ならばそれを克服してどうか夫の子を
I wanted to overcome that defect and somehow granted the miracle of my husband's child.
その願いは
That wish came true.
あなたはその次の年に見事にジェシカを産むことになる
The next year, you gave birth to Jessica. Now, 19. 19. 19 years old. Right. So, they have to be someone we know, right? Like... Like, this person has to be someone we know. There's no way this is, like, an entirely new character. The question is, who could it possibly be? Right? George is in his early 20s, right? Right. I guess George is a possibility, but I feel like... Well, I feel like it'd be kind of strange if it was like, do you what was it like giving birth? Not Eva, and she's just like, and she just kind of goes, giving birth? I never did that. And what do you pray to the demons?
悔しい
I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. Also, you've been thinking about the envelope locked room and you found a solution, even if it's dumb. I'm happy to hear about it. I curse this body of mine. I curse this baby who's living a reminder of my failure.
何を願われたのですか
What did you wish for?
私は初めて悪魔に祈りました
First time in my life, I prayed and wished to demons.
この赤ん坊が消えてなくなってしまえばいいのに
I wish that this baby would simply disappear. Of course, that wish was also granted by demons. On that day, I left the baby within the older servants when to think of the future in the rose garden. No, that's a lie. I just want to clear my mind of everything. Basically, the ring was never in the envelope, but either Shannon or Ken sleight of handed it to make it look like it fell out, or Rudolph had the ring in the first place and made it look like it fell out of the envelope. That's not hard to believe. That actually makes a decent enough amount of sense in some ways. The baby cries were aggravating. So I ordered the servants to take the baby to a place where I couldn't hear. By a place where I couldn't hear, I meant somewhere far away. Yes, I wished. I wished for the servant to take the baby far away and never return. I see. So a passing demon heard you witch, Natsui-sama? And then, what happened next? After that, there's a bizarre accident that can only have been granted me by a demon. Wait, Natsui's committed murder? We'll have to go farther and see. She says it sounds like she might have, but let's see if she just feels like she could have done something and therefore she's like, oh no, I committed murder, or it's like I actually stabbed a baby with a knife. Like that. There's some how bad it is depends. The woodland path from the Rose Garden to the harbor is certainly most suited for a pleasant walk. And from time to time, if the mood took you, it would undoubtedly feel good to veer off the path and take a walk through the trees. However, wouldn't that be venturing a little too far for a walk with a baby in your arms? There was a cliff on the other side. It was about 10 meters high, I think. It was rocky below. There was even a fence there. Are we supposed to have the baby till we walked all the way over there, the servant till we walked over there holding the baby, and then leaned against the fence? That is rather weird. Huh. The only conceivable explanation is that she was lured there by the beckoning of demons. This has to be where Rosa killed Kuwadori and Beatrice, like it would make sense. With the fence up, it would make a lot of sense, because why the fuck would there be a fence otherwise? It's like, why would there be a fence here? Oh yeah, this is where fucking Kuwadori and Beatrice died. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. It'd be so weird for there to be just a random fence otherwise. Now, why there's just a fence and not more here, like, I don't know, but fine, I guess. So, she was lured there. A demon who heard her wish lured that servant there. So then, the servant and the baby. You know, the fence around Kuwadorian might not exist because, well, look, that fence was fucking humongous in Rosa's story. I'm having a hard time believing it exists just because it was so big. They died. They fell from the cliff down to the rocks below. The fence could be a metaphor, of course. Yeah, the fence is weird in some ways. It could have just been Rose's small perspective. That too, as Ark is saying, like, it's the fence actually being as tall as she said would be absolutely ridiculous for obvious reasons.
私が願った
No, they died because I wished it.
だからこれは
That means this is my... Wow, have I ever... Did you find the bodies even?
そなたのせいではない
It isn't your fault.
その先を考え
There's no thing to think about it any further.
私が願ったから
But it happened because I wished it.
いいや違う
No, that's wrong. So do you check the bodies? Because that sounds important. Yeah, Rosa at least checked her body. Or Natsuki just lying? The revenge child clearly thinks Natsuki killed the servant and tried to kill them too. But why would Natsuki lie right now is the big question, you know? Like, Natsuki's in a room by herself talking to herself. Why the fuck would she lie to herself? You know what? I take that back. As I was speaking out loud, I'm like, why would she lie to herself? And I'm like, she's been lying to herself for a while, so... Making wishes is one thing, but it's only at the whims of gods, demons, and witches that they may be granted.
そなたに罪はない
You bear no sin.
人間に罪はない
Humans bear no sin.
わらわが殺したことにしてもよい
You can even claim that I killed them if you so desire.
Yeah.
No, I did kill them. I took pity upon your misery and lured the servant with the baby to the cliff and led them down it. They're really leaving out the detail if they actually found a body, huh? Because it sounds... Knowing that the kid is probably alive, it sounds much more like... Well... if Natsuki isn't bullshitting here, sounds like a kidnapping happened. But... That's also kind of weird in its own way. Why would a kidnapping happen? Not entirely sure. It was simply an unfortunate accident. If you cannot accept that explanation, then blame it on us. Now, of course, if this... If this was actually what happened, then there's no logical reason that the kid would be hating Natsuki, but I can kind of assume the kid probably wasn't told the truth if they were actually kidnapped about what happened. I very much assume they wouldn't. That's right. We're here for your sake. It's not like you killed them. We killed them. So, you are sinless. So please don't blame yourself, Natsuki. Is that true? Am I truly sinless? Yes, you are. Yeah, this is some super heavy cope. Yep, cope. Ridiculous coping happening here. Now, I'm not gonna say like it's impossible for Natsuki's story to be real and her to feel this much guilt. Like that doesn't seem unreasonable to me. It's just a question of is this actually what happened? Of course. Young one who claims revenge for 19 years ago. If you're gonna curse someone, curse me. However, witches have a patent on curses. Let me take on this fight you're trying to pick with Natsuki. I am the Ushiramiya family alchemist. Beatrice the Golden. If anyone picks a fight with the master I serve, I will fight in my master's stead.
19年前に
Revenge for 19 years ago, you say?
千年の魔女
I'll make you learn that's not even a blink of an eye for which she's lived thousands of years.
19年前にそなたの死を
So you hate Natsu for wishing your death 19 years ago?
思い出させてやろうぞ
Let me make you remember who it was that lured you off that cliff. Of course, this raises the question of what happened to the baby if they survived. What became of them? Who saved them? How do they find out? There is a lot of questions here, and I think a big part that's, like... It's very strange, undoubtedly very strange to see right now. As a middle-aged female servant coddled the sobbing baby, she walked on a small path through the trees. Natsu told her the baby was too loud, so she tried to get as far away from the rose garden as she could. She became aware as why she had gone out of her way to head in this direction. However, the sobbing baby suddenly stopped crying. Something was reflecting his eyes, but the servant couldn't tell what. Tend you wanted Kumasawa knowing the answer? You're not convinced there's nothing she does not know. Kumasawa is turning out to be like a reverse Cassandra. She knows everything but says nothing about it. However, thinking that the baby had stopped because it had taken interest in something, she headed in the direction of the baby's gaze. The baby had seen a group of gold butterflies disappearing off into the trees. And on the other side of the trees, the servant saw a woman. Who? There's someone she didn't recognize, someone who couldn't possibly have been there. The baby stopped crying and stared in that direction. Then the servant's legs are automatically carried her that way.
こちらへ来い女
Come this way, woman.
その
Bring that cursed baby along with you. The woman couldn't disobey. She was completely overwhelmed by Bito's gold glowing eyes. She walked lightly as though through a dream world. At some point, the scenery around her had changed, but she did not notice. She could not notice. Though this should have been Rokujima, at some point it became the gold. Though this should have been Rokujima, at some point it had become the garden of a mansion she had never seen before. It was a garden that she had never seen before, even grander than the great rose garden of the Ushiromiya family. A garden of gold roses. There stood an arbor, and a woman wearing an elegant dress beckoning her. There was a man who looked like mother, and the tea he poured with a beautiful gesture had a very nice and enticing smell. It was as though they were telling her to join the tea party. She couldn't disobey. She had to go to the master of this rose garden and give this child as an offering.
許せ女
Forgive me, woman.
魔女に見入られた
Curse your bad luck for being entranced by a witch.
そして
And surrounded by these gold roses which I have never been able to enjoy in this road. Sleep. Gap.
はい了解
Yes, understood. When Gap snapped her fingers, a pitch black hole opened at the woman's feet and she was swallowed up along with the baby. The sight that the woman and the baby witnessed in the very next moment probably burned itself into their eyes forever. The dew floated in the air and looked down the rose garden and spread out below them. Below their feet was not the ground, but an unobstructed view of a rose garden which stretched as far as the eye could see. If one could have seen this scene imprinted in their minds as a last memory, that would be such a merciful way to die. Then the woman and the baby were swallowed by the golden sea. The other was remarkably plain and remarkably quiet for the sound of 2 lives being taken. However, it was a perfect fit for their entertainment at a tea party of witches. Darkness swallowed the woman and the baby and slowly expanded to engulf the entire rose garden. Like, we're missing a lot of very important details about this event. Like, how did you learn the baby was God? Did you ever see the bodies? Did the servant ever come back? What happened? Like there are a lot of hoes in this story right now. Did you even check on what happened? Did someone just tell you what happened? God, there's so much. Okay. The sound of the wind grew stronger bit by bit. Was that TV static? What was that noise? You gotta wake up, you're dreaming. It was the roar of the sea. The 2 had died after falling from great height into the thicket of golden roses. Were gradually engulfed by the roar of the sea, engulfed by the scenery of the beach below the cliff. I guarantee it. You are completely sinless. So much adventure 19 years ago, then you know look further than me. So that's the reason for the sea sound, yeah, as Darkbit's saying, but there's so many questions. Huh. When I spotted the 2 of them on the rocks below, I went pale. Then I dashed back to the mansion. There was a great uproar. From that height, it was a miracle they had been avoided. They had even avoided an instant death. But both the servant and the baby died. I originally rushed them to the hospital by boat. From that it was a miracle they had even avoided an instant death. Okay. So you need to venture off the pack and look for them at that specific place? They are calling BS there. Not a bad call. Also, they didn't die instantly. They were taken to a hospital, and then they apparently died. In less than 3 days from the time father entrusted me the baby, I had it killed. My husband was on a business trip. Rosa-san, who still lived on the island at the time, was away traveling with her friends. And I the only ones in Rokujima. So at best, an accomplice to murder, at worst, first degree. Yeah. I'm also thinking right now, I won't lie. Wouldn't this have been just around the time that, Koenji and Kumasawa knows everything. Genji probably took it in case. Yeah, 19 years. Okay. That is almost the time when fucking Balor was born. And Kiri had her fucking miscarriage. I really hope that's not connected right now. There's probably something, but do we have a dead baby switch? Do we have a dead baby switch? How many dead babies do we got, guys? How many dead babies? Dead baby here, dead baby there. Let's get more dead babies. Balor, this, and Beach's death all around the same time. Yeah, a lot happened at the time, huh?
そして私とお父様以外誰もよく知らない
And before anyone except father and I knew,
なく赤ん坊が現れ
a baby had disappeared out of nowhere, then disappeared again.
あれはそう夢なのよ悪夢
That's right, it was a dream, a nightmare. Yeah, I don't think the timing added up, but Rudolph winds up with 2 kids, needs to ditch one, so he gives one over to Kenzo, and the doctor tells Kirei she miscarried. Second most significant year after 1986. Seems so far. That doesn't seem the most unreasonable, Victor. That really doesn't. Like, I think we all agree Kirei probably didn't actually miscarry. Kirei probably didn't truly miscarry and her child lived. The question, of course, is did both of their Asumu and her child live, or was one actually dead? Were they switched? There's a lot of questions. And I'm really confused still how Balor's true parentage could get Rudolph killed. Metaphorically or literally, I guess.
お父様は私を責め
I was convinced that father would blame me.
しかし何か様子がおかしかった
However, his reaction was somehow strange. Oh, you think this is strange? Okay, yeah, you have a very skewed point of view of this, man. I saw this coming. I knew this would happen. How long must he struggle?
どこまで我が物にならぬというのか
To what lengths will you escape being mine? Wait, what? Oh shit, this kid was a Beatrice? Yeah, looks like it. How long must you struggle? What lengths will you go to escape being mine? Yeah, that's, fuck, that just kind of helps the theory we made, huh? God, that theory has not fucking lost any ground since it first came up.
腹の檻に興味はない
I have no interest in that empty cage.
打ち捨て
Throw it away! When father learned of the accident, he had been laughing as though nothing could be more amusing. The one that he just linked to him was disturbing me. Perhaps something had come loose in his mind. That was the day that changed him. Father shoved himself inside the world of the coat even more than he ever had before. When my husband came back, he was astonished to see how eccentric father had now become. However, he already accepted that this would happen sooner or later. The incest one, I mean, even for Kenzo that seems to bridge too far, but he's very much being portrayed as a batshit insane when it comes to Beatrice. Yeah, this man has no, like, it's hard to really say he has got a limit when it comes to what it'll do for Beatrice. Even if it's not in her best interest at all. Of course, my husband had heard about the baby. However, told me that was surely just some one of father's and to forget the whole episode. So I forgot it. It was an unfortunate accident. No, it wasn't an accident at all. I forgot everything that baby exists in the first place. After all, it was a twisted nightmare which lasted not even 3 days. That's right, it was all a nightmare. I don't want to remember any of it. The cliffs, the broken fence, the roar of the sea. And the wailing of that baby. This makes it sound like Ku adoring Beatrice and Kenzo had a child that was given to Natsui who Kenzo hoped to grow up within the family. It does sound a bit like that, which... horrifying, yes. But, it was written to be a child from the Gospel House. That's at least what Natsui thought it was. Natsui thought the kid was from the Gospel House. And I can't really read what Zane's going with, so I'm fine with this right now. But like... fucking... Also, the fence was broken. which is a bit strange. Well, Kenzo couldn't say the alternative. I know he couldn't, but it's interesting.
19年前の赤ん坊だと
So, is that baby is the baby of 19 years ago? But that doesn't make sense. Why would Kenzo make him male with a hair to his beach member? Because the person who comes back is male. Oh, you didn't realize, Zane? It doesn't matter what your body is. The so is the important part. Any body can be molded to be Beatrice. Probably. God, I don't like thinking about it, but that's totally something. If Balor is Beatrice's son by Kenzo, that would mean that he's Kenzo's grandson, which is, but explains very much current Beatrice's obsession with him. Be weird as fuck. Also, all the slight shipping undertones would be very, very strange. Of course not. I killed that baby. It no longer exists in this world. However, there is no red truth in the human world. In the human world, nothing can be trusted. That's right. Beto, you definitely killed that baby. But in the human world, might still be considered alive. Whether true alive or not, catch my drift.
実は生きていたというのです
Are you saying that it actually was alive
あの高さから
after falling to the rocks from that height?
わからん
I don't know.
だが落ち着け
But calm down.
そやつがどうそなたを憎もうとも真実は事故
No matter how much that person hates you, the truth is that it was an accident.
そなたを恨む
If he does hate you, that hatred is completely unjustified.
でも
But... Fun part being Witch and Shaz telling that truth half the time, misreading half the time, so who knows which is which. I don't know anything. Someone can cross said it now. No! Don't sin! Resist! Resist the urge to sin, chat! Do not create Kraustress! If I did lay a finger on him inside my heart, Alright, so if the baby survived, that means a few things. Someone covered it up. More than that, someone covered it up from Kenzo 2. Lastly, someone told that baby or was using it against Natsui. Calm down! No matter who the man from 19 years ago hates or what he yells, there's no way the sin he's after actually occurred. So, calm down. Why don't I welcome the man from 19 years ago as my guest? And just when the riddle was solved, I thought my job was finished. I've just got to entertain this final guest of mine. It's getting interesting. Not only are you protecting Lord Goldsmith's secret, but you also have a 19th guest and a man from 19 years ago. That's right. To us who claim that Ken's alive, Erica's number 19. And in addition to that 19th piece, we have a man from 19 years ago. I'm getting all excited.
相手にとって不足なし。
We have no lack of opponents. And I was just thinking it's a shame to only have one guest at my tea party. Come, you fools. Well, this can't end well if this is what a certain someone's thinking about right now. True to Erica's Lady Bernkesto's piece. In that case, she's piece of the man from 19 years ago. The voice, which conveniently overheard through the receiver, was Nachi's. I understand. I'll sleep right now. I'll in my room and I will pick up the phone. So please don't tell my husband and my daughter. I heard through the receiver, even those begging screams should have shaken the heart of anyone who heard them. We listened to with a heart of ice. As long as you keep your promise, I'll keep your secret, Mother. Don't break your promise. I'm already very close by. You can easily tell whether you turn your lights off when you're on the phone. I wish I could even kiss your sleeping face. I'll keep it! I'll keep my promise! So stop it! Just stop! Stop it! Miss Valor, when would he have been informed by whom? A good question. Again, if Valor's 19 years old, he really wouldn't, no one would really know the difference. If Valor was 19, no one would really be able to tell, oh yeah, you're 19 years old? Oh wow, it's like, the difference between a 19-year-old and an 18-year-old are very, very minor. But I don't really believe it's Valor. The receiver was set down violently. He knew very well how bad an aftertaste you could leave for the other side just by the way you hung up the phone. Okay. Oh, okay. Good night, Mother. And there you go. Now Natsu won't come out of her room tonight. So the 19-year, John Doe is probably real, but yeah, this is just Lambda fucking around to make things how she wants. She's trying to set up the mystery a certain way. In a very aggressive manner. So the people who knew Kinzo, Natsuki, Genji, and Kumasawa, you're guessing as the last two, as they were probably involved in the hospital trip. Yeah, those two probably know the truth, and like, it's just why? Why do this with the baby? What reason? Is it just like Kinzo's a fuck ass, so that's why? John Doe's a piece that would be under Lambda's control. Yeah. Essentially, as I was saying, Lambda's just fucking around to try and make things go the way she wants. Because she has no fucking patience. That's a clever trick. You can change your voice. I hate sneezing. Anyone can change their voice. A sweet voice when begging Papa for a favor. You might be obsessed with pointing at those three. Look, when it comes to the fact that those three are involved with a lot of fucking things, and they're alive, unlike Kinzo, it's like, yeah, yeah, they know a lot about what's actually happening. They're some of the most well-informed people probably on the island in general.
A hoarse-sounding voice would take the day off of school. A positive voice would turn down a friend you actually hate. If you want, I can do it.
And your voice.
At all.
You should stop being a witch and become a voice actress. Not to mention they're serving Beatrice. Yeah, they're really not helping draw a suspicion away from them at any point.
So, are all the pieces set up for both of us now? Cluedo, Erica? What a wonderful piece!
Thank you for admiring my self-insert. You admit it?
She suits you so much more than Angie did, Burn.
Go away, you fucking Mary Sue. I don't mean that as like, look, that's not an insult to the writing, that's an insult to Bernie for creating a Mary Sue for herself. Like, holy shit, what a self-insert Mary Sue this is. Fucking solves the epitaph immediately? Like, are you fucking with me?
Your praise honors me, Lady Lambda Delta. The pleasure is mine. She really is wonderful. Super kawaii. I'm dying to break her spirit with my witch illusion to see her face twist in humiliation.
Hear that? Don't embarrass me, okay? Show me you're a much more useful piece than Angie was.
Yes, leave it to me. Lady Burn Castel, my master. I'm nothing like the gloomy, dull, utterly charmless beast. She's so right! How many used to think that Angie did was get turned into meat chunks to fire Bather up?
I strongly disagree with that. Considering how much information Angie's story gave us. Fuck off? Lambda, fuck you. We learned a lot thanks to Angie's story. I mean, it was the longest story, but fuck, what? No. Smug anime girl whose villain gets deposed, gets replaced by another smug anime girlfriend, but different. Maybe we're trapped in a cycle.
We have no interest at all in family love or siblings love. The game we want to play is more gruesome and sticky. The game we want to see is more gruesome and sticky. A grotesque, pop, and kawaii murder case. If Natsui is the king, then I wonder if Beto is the queen. The packs of furniture and witches guarding Natsui is less like a set of chess pieces, more like bowling pins, right? Yeah, the money was the missing piece in your book. Bank card sent out to Nanjo? Yeah, it's suspicious as hell. I'm currently working on the assumption that the money was sent out, or like I'm working on the assumption right now that the money that Beatrice was sending out was not for people as like victims of hers, but as a case of like it was like, oh, thank you for everything you've done for me. Here you go, which is why Kumasawa and Nanjo got it, and so did Battler, because God, Beatrice and Battler, fuck. Illusions of Natsuki and Beto? Kinzo, that worthless furniture? Entertain us a bit, will you? especially, Beto. We're bored of you now. That Legend of the Witch murder game of yours is over. Your time is up too. The game bird is burned and mined now. How soon to be reduced to one of our pieces and toyed with for all of eternity. Both Natsui and Beto are sacks of filthy, rotten truth. His entrails wrapped up in a thin layer of skin. Tearing that to shreds and dragging the insides out will be one of my... No, one of our few pleasures. Yeah, you can have a lot of fun with it. Hey, are you watching, Beatrice? Look how much fun we can be had playing with your board. I'll show you. A fifth game that's actually fun. It's a bit sad if we're the only ones having a pleasant chat. Why didn't you let Beto talk too? Hear that? I'll give you special permission to talk. What do you hope to gain from this latest game? I feel like there is an incredible amount of sass in that one disappointed look that Beto just gave. Just like, God damn it, I don't fucking shut up. Holy shit, you're annoying. Nothing, she says. That's right, that's right. Here the laser got crushed by Battler. Leave it to me, okay? I'll put the witch side on top in a snap. No you won't. You're fucking shit at doing this stuff. You literally had to force Natsui to stay in her room by introducing a new piece. Like, Jesus Christ, really? Beto was able to change up a lot of things rather quickly with barely having to try it all. What a dreadful loss of face for Beatrice. Keep it the go to have her epitaph so easily soft before the first twilight. Isn't it great that you've been left as a piece as part of Natsui's fantasy? Well, except that we're treating you as a pin now instead of a piece. The Golden Witch Beatrice is out of the picture now! In my game, your firm should only have a teeny tiny row. A loser's row. You can enjoy getting tossed and thrown around and being toys for me and burn. If that's not what you want, just tell us to stop. And we'll stop. No one solved the epitaph without the influence of another witch. Yeah, so far the epitaph still remains unsolvable. By normal people. She doesn't mind. Pin confirmed! That's a lot of laughter. There's no need for a golden witch anymore. All that's needed is a sacrificial dose so that we two witches... bitches? Yeah, bitches is more appropriate. All that needs is a sacrificial dose so that we two bitches can enjoy some time playing. Die, disappear. Invest your filthy past in your crimes. Cry out your sobs of regret and repentance as you throw yourself off a cliff and die. There will be no more need for the appearances of the Golden Witch. Vito, this will be a most horrible game. The server does look very similar to the usual tales. However, there's no respect given the true main character of this tale. What song is this one? Spiral? Yeah, wait. We're on chapter 9 already? Holy shit! It's supposed to be the tale to which the Golden Witch Beatrice invited Ushiromi a battler. However, the host has been lost and is no longer a guest. With both the inviter and invitee now gone, only the worst kind of tale remains. Welcome to the 5th game. End of the Golden Witch. Welcome to a party with neither host nor guests, hijacked by wicked witches. Ready, battler. The second day is about to start. I hate Vito's kind of slow plotting storytelling. To your worst. No matter how much you mess things up, I'm gonna breach the truth of this game. As you must. For the sake of your little sister, if nothing else. Don't worry. Lady Vendetta may be far more terrifying opponent than the fool Beatrice. I fucking doubt that. But I'll be giving you plenty of support, so there won't be any problems. Let's work together, and this time we expose the witch illusions for what they really are. I don't give a damn about you. I don't accept anything or anyone that wasn't part of Vito's games, and I don't need your help. Your presence here fucking makes everything worse. Go away! Is now really the time to act tough? Oh well, let's both give it our all, okay? Together, let's tear the witch illusions to shreds. Erica brazenly put her hand out for me to shake. Instead of just passively ignoring this, I gave her an active and clearance by knocking her hand aside. Yeah, there you go, battler. That's the battler we love. Fucking, she doesn't have tits to smack, so you're gonna fucking smack her hand. Yay! Looks like he hates shaking hands. Just like Angie. Don't worry, I'm far more used to peace than Angie. I'm nothing at all like these trying to meet that couldn't accomplish anything besides restoring Ballason's fighting spirit. You fucking... Isn't it great that you've been blessed with such helpful-looking allies? In the past, it was all for Julia and Ronave. Then Angie came as well. And now you have Bern and Erica. There's so many pieces supporting you. And despite all that, you still couldn't even get a glimpse of the truth. How does it feel to be that incompetent? How does it feel?
関係ね
Doesn't matter.
えこれは俺とベア
This battle is between me and Beto. Are other of you named Beto? Huh? You want to say your name's Beto in red? Come on, do it, bitches. She does have magic power, being mean spirit enough to suspect everyone and everything. Bao is getting to that power level to himself. Everyone else besides us. Doesn't matter.
ああそうなの
Oh! Is that true?
やっと一人
Are you finally standing on your own?
いっつも誰かに助けられ情けをかけられてばかりのあんたがどこまで一人でできる
You always said someone helping you or showing you mercy, so wonders how far you get on your own.
楽しませてもらうわ
I'm gonna enjoy watching this. I'm taking it back.
これは俺たちのゲームだ
This is our game.
お前たちお呼びじゃね
You two aren't invited!
ええそうよ
Yes, that's true.
これはあなたたち
This is your game,
なら取り戻して
and shows you're capable of reclaiming it.
手加減だら
You couldn't even win Beto's games when she went easy on you at every turn.
誰の助けもなく一切の容赦のないラムダのゲームをどこまで戦えるのか
The starting thing that Lambda's running on an act, she's Beto patron, isn't she? If she's running the game and can offer hints to Balor through it as she said, then she must know the truth. She probably does. It's a question of, like, she wants to keep the game going forever, as she said, so she can keep with Burn. So it's kind of weird that she's doing this at all, honestly. So as far you can take, Lambda's complete ruthless game without anyone's help.
ではお目覚めなさい後ろ宮バトラー
Now awaken, Ushiromiya Valor! Welcome to the morning of October 5th! I'm enjoying Lambda and Bernie. They're fun. They're fun. I hate them both, but they're fun. Was it someone's alarm clock? A repetitive electronic beeping noise filled the room. Valor had gone to bed late and hadn't had anywhere near enough sleep yet. Covered his head in his blanket and waited for someone to turn off the alarm. No matter how much time passed, the beeping didn't stop. I see. The point of an alarm isn't just to be loud enough to wake you up. But if it keep annoying you enough from falling back asleep. Hey guys! The alarm's going off. Make it stop, please. Why do we always sound so annoyed when first waking up? Well, it does make sense. After all, we're so sleepy and in a bad mood. However, there's absolutely no sign that my annoyed voice had caused anyone to turn over in their sleep. Much less crawl out of bed to stop the alarm. Letting out a deep sigh? Letting out a deep sigh, I flung the covers off of me and got up. With the shutters down the windows, there was almost no way for light to get in, and the room was so dim as it had been earlier. Though even the shoulders have been down. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna say this. I really hope Balor isn't gonna have a fucking another mental breakdown. Each episode, he gets a badass speech and he undergoes a mental breakdown. Like, come on. Come on, I want this motherfucker to have at least once where he doesn't have a mental breakdown afterwards. Like, come on, let him be badass for the episode. Hey, weren't Jesse and George both on the list of dead at the start of the episode? Let's pretend they weren't, and let's pretend they weren't, okay? Come on, why don't we pretend they aren't dead? Let's have a bit of fun. You gotta hit the Balor mental breakdown quota, BB. I don't want to hit that. Though neither the shoulders have been down, there's no way that this dull weather would have let in enough sun to make this a pleasant morning. My cousins are so wrapped up in their beds, sound asleep and taking no notice whatsoever of that beeping. Normally, once any one person gets up, the others tend to automatically follow. Knowing that the law of consecutive summer camp awakenings that I come up with has been broken down, I drowsily search for the source of the sound. I could hear it coming from a wristwatch set on the table. Judging on the style of the watch, it was probably George on a keys. Taking a random guess, I pushed a small button on the side of it and the sound stopped. Apparently had been set for 7 in the morning. Oh fuck, it's already 7. Sorry, but I don't really feel like I slept at all. Playing cards have been left on the table as though they had stopped mid-game. The game looked like 7s. Damn it, I've got a piercing headache. Have a good night, Victor. Bye-bye. What the hell was all that last night? Imagine going to substitute argument beating our parents. Oh, it feels like a bad dream. Ugh, so stupid. Breakfast normally starts at 8. Now it's a bad time to start getting up and getting dressed. The notes probably won't argue in front of us cousins. In that case, I think I'll stay with my cousins all day long. I'm sure that will be able to keep me away from all the annoying talk about the goat and being the sister and all. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Will be played, but like, what format do you think they're playing in? They're probably gonna play in GOAT format because, well, actually, no. Probably, nah, they wouldn't play on GOAT format. There's no way. Mostly because it's not broken enough. They would play in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because they want to beat their opponent down as fast as possible. Definitely. At least Lambda does. Lambda wants to rush down. Lambda's definitely rushing down. I'm sure they'll be able to keep me away from all the annoying talk about the goat and being the sexer and all. In fact, I should have done that in the first place. Lambda definitely runs meta, Burn plays stun. I can't believe Burn doesn't have anything but hand traps in her. Burn just has hand traps. She has nothing else. It is just hand traps. Fuck you, no play. I set my clothes on last night too, so I'm dressed in sweat. Gross. Guess I'll take a shower. I'm sure the others want to too. At this age, it's embarrassing to wake up by shaking their shoulders. If I turn on the TV, everyone will probably wake up. Well, at least turn the lights on for now. In this dim light with a quiet sound of the continuing wind and rain, it really doesn't feel like morning's come yet. I flipped the light switch. Then, that dimly lit morning ended. Oh right, their heads came off. I forgot about that. George! This is just too much! How could anyone get away with doing something like this? As they clung to Anaki's corpse, knowing that he would never wake up again, Auntie Eva and Uncle Hideyoshi cried. Please, let them go for now. You think George-kun would like Judy to see him this way? I mean, Balor is a suspect, but I would like to bring up, how the fuck do you kill this many people in their sleep? Did Erica always have a Witch Side character sheet? I don't know when she got it, but she definitely got it recently. Enough. Furudo Erica. Burnkesto's double and servant. Also a piece who has manifested in the human world. Because she is human, she cannot use the magic and like. However, because she's in contact with Burnkesto in a higher world, it can appeal to her, use higher world miracles and authority on her behalf. Probably no exaggeration to call Furudo Erica a self-insert. I mean, a human capable wielding the power of a witch. Through Burnkesto, she has been given the deductive authority while on the game board. Therefore, even though she's outside the Ushomiya family, versus the right to demand full attention from everyone when speaking, the right to advance proceedings, and the right to investigate the crime scene before the police arrive, as well as many other special abilities. She gets pleasure in the process of solving riddles, where her greatest joy comes from using that victory to snare out others. That's OP. Yeah, that's rather strong, man. Of course not. Aniki. I know how you feel, but let's have Dr. Nanjo handle this. How can you understand? George was killed! George! George! God, the voice actors can scream so fucking well. Dr. Nanjo's right. He must keep looking George like this. This is for his sake. Rose is like, man, this kid's running my problem. Yeah, Rose is gonna have to pretend she cares a lot. That was sucky for her. We gotta hold back right now. When Auntie Eva tried even harder to cling to that corpse, Dad Uncle Hideyoshi grabbed her away and had a heated debate with her besides the wall. No! No! George! Dr. Nanjo, help him! He's lost too much blood to a blood transfusion!
私とジョージは
George and I are the same blood type! God, this is fucking sad. Holy shit. I beg you. Dr. Nanjo!
エヴァさん
Eva-san, it pains me to say this, but
今のジョージ君に必要なのはあなたの血ではないのです
what George Kun needs right now is in your blood. Nanjo shook his head slightly and nodded across to where I stood. I saw he put the blanket up and covered George Oniki's body. His throat had been split wide open. The wound was probably larger and deeper than his mouth. Did it look like a clean, neat corpse now that his neck was at least covered? Of course not. Large amount of blood that had spilled from the wound stained the bed a horrible red. Even covering with a blanket could hide the blood that poured out. After all, there were large, dark red stains on the blanket too. That even once he was covered with it, the gruesomeness of the body was still thrust in our faces. One of the rooms smelled like blood. Yeah, blood's got, from when I cut myself by accident one before, like, blood has a rather, like, the dry blood that was on my tablet was rather, like, strong smelling. It was like, wow, that's shitting strong. Depends, Zane. If the kids were dead when he walked in, then sure, he should have noticed something. If the kids weren't dead, then he, well, like, obviously he wouldn't notice. So I stripped the blankets off my bed and placed them on top. I only had 2 blankets. So if I just covered just one more body, I wouldn't be able to cover any more. I wouldn't be able to do the ones I couldn't cover. For some reason, in spite of the situation, I muttered, don't complain about not getting the same as everyone else inside my head.
キリエ
Kiri,
みんなに毛布をかけて
pull their blankets over them.
風邪をひいちまう
They'll catch codes. Sure. Blood has a very... From what I can recall, it has a strong, unique smell to it. Which is very, I would describe it as something you can taste. Like, if you breathe in air, the air in a room where there's been, like, a lot of blood spilled, you're probably gonna taste it. It's a very unpleasant thing to definitely say. I know what you mean there. You gotta put an apostrophe there, Zane, but that's hilarious. It's very irony. I just you bleed and just like, oh, the irony, it's pouring out of me. Like, I know that's not what you meant, but I find the idea of it funny. Kiri-san and I cover the other bodies with their blankets in the same way as George Oniki's, so that they wouldn't have to suffer the indignity of having their terrible wounds exposed like this anymore. In one bed rested Jessica. Jessica was the exact same as George Oniki. Are they in the character sheet now? Nope, not dead yet. Though she appeared to be resting quietly in the bed, her throat had been sliced deep and the wound lay open and brewed away. And Maria was the same. Not only Maria, there was one more victim. Lying in the same bed sitting alongside her was Auntie Rosa. Oh, guess Rosa's not gonna get to enjoy... Wait, what? Okay. Okay, that confirms something. Interesting. So, we all know that fucking Rosa's a piece of shit. There is no way in hell that Rosa would have come back and actually checked on Maria. Like, we all agree about that, right? Like, there's no way she'd actually go to the bed and, like, sure, she'd be, like, go and see Maria. Like, fuck no. There's no way Rosa would do that. She'd just go fucking to her own bed and sleep immediately. So, there's, like, there's no way. So that's very interesting. Because if that's true, then there's a limited amount of people who would... You think she was moved? I think she was moved, Dark Bits. I don't think she was here originally. Because I think only people who knew that she was supposed to go to see Rosa would put her there. Like, only people who were like, oh yeah, she's supposed to see Rosa. Well, or Rosa's supposed to see Maria, so I'll move her body over there. So that way it looks like she was there, they were together when they died. It's like, no, I don't think that's the case. Because, seriously, it's fucking Rosa. She would not do this. Didn't Nanjo and Goda say she went straight to her room? Not wrong, but, like, you're on the second floor. As soon as you... Like, yeah, she did go to her room right away, which makes it even more suspicious. But, like, if she fucking got killed once she was out of sight, that's also not entirely impossible. Also, you're pretty sure Balor said the name of every person you saw in the room when he entered? Let me check. Hold on, that would be in Those Who Reach It, The Frantic Golden Drama, True Family Conference. It doesn't look like he said. He just said everyone was in their beds. Lying in the same bed, sleeping alongside her, was Auntie Rosa. George, honestly, Jessica, Maria, and Auntie Rosa. So the weird thing about these kinds of deaths, by the way, is that they, well, I'm not saying the wounds wouldn't kill them, but people... Oh, is just waiting to get all the victims, yeah. Let me be frank here. If you cut someone's throat that deeply, it's not gonna be a fucking... They're not gonna be a quiet death, let's put it simply. There would be, like, fucking blood, not just on the bed, but, like, else... Like, fucking off the bed, I'm quite sure. Like, it'd be going... spewing out like it crazy. So I'm curious where this is gonna go. In this room where 4 people had been killed, their throats sliced open. They'd probably been like that since last night. And I came back to the room completely ignorant, snuggled under the covers, and fell asleep right next to them. No, there would be gurgling from them trying to breathe. Ah, yes, that's what I mean, that's what I was trying to refer to, but also... Thank you, Mr. Historian. I will never sleep in the same room as you. If I do, I'm probably ending up dead. All of them had a horizontal cut. All of them had a horizontal cut across their throats. I have been forced to see all the way into the depths of those gashes in everyone's throats. Those cuts might have even reached as far as halfway into their necks. If you try to open one up, you'd probably be able to see the gash reach all the way to the bone. The only wounds were the single gash on each neck. So you just cover the necks with your hand. You might be able to persuade yourself that they were merely sleeping. But even so, this friendly deep wound was incredibly gruesome. One of your colleagues is interested in the history of poisons, so you've gotten quite a few lectures on it. You just sound like you're in the middle of, like, as a historian, it sounds like you're in the middle of a profession where one of your colleagues would just be like, ooh, I wonder if that actually happened. Let me test this way of murdering someone. Like, that's what it sounds like. There's no such thing as clean or dirty ways of killing. All methods of killing are equally brutal. But even so, this was criminally brutal. And there was one more thing, which adorned these blue mirrors, make them even more unsettling. Drawn very large on the wall. Something like an eerie magic circle. Oh. That's interesting. So, that confirms a very simple thing. These are a Beatrice murder. Like, when the magic circles come up, it means that... Nanjo, Genji, Shannon, Kanon, Nakoda, Kumasawa, Natsui, Kraus. Those are the people we can really immediately suspect, because by the existence of the magic circle, those are the people you'd be like, yeah, that's one of them. Except, well... Why? The evidence is solved and Shannon Kanon knew? Well, I'm not... So, when I say a Beatrice murder, I don't mean Beatrice did it. I mean, they're trying to set it up like Beatrice did it. Sorry for not clarifying there. But I was gonna say, because we know Shannon and Kanon probably weren't involved, because Maria has been killed too. And they're not really... Like, every game that Beatrice has been in charge of, Maria has never had a really brutal death. So this is a very... nonsensical. So, I'm quite sure that, like... Yeah, I'm quite sure it's not Shannon or Kanon either in this time. Leaves me with the suspects of Kraus, Natsui, Nanjo, Genji, and Kumasawa, with a added note for the night from John Doe probably being on the island in some way, shape, or form. But why would Natsui and Kraus kill their daughter then? It's a decent question, Rush. I don't think it's, like, I am currently of the opinion that probably the 19th man, John Doe, is probably responsible for this. Again, that wording Lambda used for how many people are on the island. Everyone on the island is in this room. Was, very fucking suspicious, to put it lightly. It was not Balor's evil split personality. Assume that they were killed after Balor entered the room. We also need to explain why Balor was not killed. Not incorrect. That's not incorrect at all. And I am going with the idea right now, Zane, that it's very likely that... Like, I don't believe... Like, I'm sorry. Rosa is a fucking shit parent. I don't believe for a second she fucking slept in the same bed as Maria when she got back after being exhausted as fuck. No, I don't believe it. We still have 2 murders for the first Twilight. Except we've gotten confirmed, Zane, by Battler himself that, like, the murders according to the epitaph don't matter. It's not really something that ever had to be followed, like Beach was making out to seem. So, just 4 killings is perfectly fine according to... fine in actuality. And you look as though some disturbing ritual had taken place in the room. Where was this drawn? On the wall. The 4 of them offered us human sacrifices. However, none of us were paying any attention. None of us had our hearts so cold they could witness the deaths of those so close to them, and still worry about some graffiti on the wall. And here comes the bitch. I assume that these people want to follow the epitaph based on the magic circle, then the culprit would want all 6 deaths. I can see that. I can see that. Good morning, everyone. Oh, what a wonderful magic circle. None of us were so cold and heartless to just look at that shit. And then there's Erica, of course. Gero would brag that she drew more pleasure from the process so than truth and from the truth itself. He went so far as to call herself an God, that fucking line. And he went so far as to call herself an intellectual rapist, appeared in the hall. When he saw that extraordinary creepy magic circle in this gruesome room, I heard it was unmistakable sigh of admiration escape her lips. Don't fucking come in here. I overheard the details in the corridor. You said 4 people have passed away? Allow me to express my sincerest condolences. And Erica's face. Nope, that's not it. It was in her eyes. In Erica's eyes, I could see a shameless smile. That was hard to describe. That's not in her eyes, it's on her fucking face. You found this entertaining. You found the outbreak of crime entertaining? It was kind of like the smile of a kid waiting in the wings of the school play. Only version was due to come on stage. Sorry, Erika-chan. We're busy at the moment. You waiting in your room? I'm afraid not. It's the detective's right to investigate the scene. We said we don't want you here. What? You're not one of the families who'll have the respect to back off. It is a disappointing third-rate murder mystery in which the suspect blocking actually the murder scene turns out to be the culprit. At least in my humble opinion. Who gives a damn about what you want? Get out! No one needs you here! Erika-chan! I'm really sorry about this. Could you return to your room? We're busy here! Yes! Oh, Jesus, Eva's still crying. I don't know if she's gonna stop crying. Move out of the way, please. I can't investigate the crime scene. She... Huh. Okay. Is it looking like it's going from to go from, and then there were none to... Oh, goddamn. This looks like it's going to go from, and then there were none to on the Orient Express real quick. God, what? I had to decode your sentence, Rush. What the fuck? There's no need for that. We'll do it ourselves or leave it to the police. Like hell you have the right to defile the bodies any further. Detectives are authority. The detective has the right to investigate all crime scenes. Move out of the way, you show me a baller. Wow, that's fucking disturbing to see. That is red text on the game board. This is my legitimate right within the game, as granted the human side. These words, which seem utterly ridiculous at first, were words of power that come from a word much higher than theirs. Valor was thrown back by unseen force and landed on his butt. Struck signed by Erica's quite intensely the bizarre suffocating atmosphere, and no one was able to prevent her from entering the room. She really is a bully, huh? Like... Nah, this doesn't prove magic. This is just game board bullshit. But also very interesting because... Like, the pieces are independent enough to not want to do this. Like, they don't want to listen to her, but now they're being forced to listen to her. Very interesting. Don't fully know how the rule for pieces work, like which pieces know they're on the game board, apparently. Rest assured my goal is not to profane the dignity of the deceased. I have no desire to peer in the ghastly gashes in the throats. I wish to ascertain something completely different. Namely, who committed these murders? Dr. Nanjo and the rest of you? Also, is Bernie still in control of Valor? Because if so, then Bernie and Bernie violence. Let's go! Bernie hits Bernie! I'm particularly Palestine, the first to discover the bodies. I have a number of questions for you, so I hope you oblige me.
だから何の権限があってだよ。
Are you listening? What gives you the right?
私が探偵だからよ。
Because I am the detective. I couldn't argue with this incomprehensible nonsense. Hell, he wasn't permitted to argue. It's a restriction placed on pieces. Erica summoned Dr. Nancho, got him to tell her the details about his preliminary findings. Normally, you wouldn't have spoken to that to an outsider so casually. However, for some reason, the atmosphere about the place has begun to make it feel as though nothing should be hidden from Erica.
さて、ラムダの第一の番。
Wow, Lambda. I mean, Bernie, you fucking cheater. Holy shit. Father wasn't allowed this kind of shit, and now you. Wow, it's so easy to solve a mystery when you're fucking cheating. Holy crap. Vito revealed all the locations valid though? Why did she do that? I'm not sure what you're referring to exactly.
死体は4つ
4 corpses.
2つ足りない
That's 2 corpses short.
ま
Well, she doesn't necessarily see to it that 6 people were killed. That's how we've been playing.
あの子空気読める子だからあと2人もどこかで殺してる
That girl isn't giving clues, so she must have killed 2 more people somewhere. Huh. So even Bernie suggesting that there's actually 2 people here. Okay. There's a magic circle on the wall representing the first try. Seems like one of Beto's games. That girl talks big, but I wonder just how close she can imitate Beto. Your Hebrew sure is crafty, Lambda. You got this part slightly wrong.
何これ
What the heck?
どういうこと
What's going on?
どうして今
Where's the Why is there a magic circle?
きっとベアトリーチェ様の真似がしたかったのよ
I'll bet someone wanted to try imitating Beatrice-sama. What a crappy magic circle. Interesting. Well, that confirms it even further. So I guess that confirms that neither Kanon, Shannon, or Kumasawa likely made the circle. Mostly because those are the 3 that I would suspect know Hebrew quite well. So if they didn't... So it probably was someone who didn't know it, which... Man, the people we can really suspect is narrowing down quickly. This isn't some funny imitation. Some human literally drew this to make it look like Beatrice-sama's own work.
わざわざ書いたんだわ
There's also Genji who's out. Yeah, Genji might be dead. I guess we'll find out one day.
とにかくベアトリーチェ様に報告を
Anyway, let's report to Beatrice-sama about this.
ゴールドスミスの秘密を守る仕事だけでもバカなのに
Even though we're already up into our eyes just protecting Goldsmith's secret. What a pain.
でも全然美しくない殺人だわ
These murders have no beauty to them.
別に密室でもないし不可能犯罪でもない
It isn't a locked room or anything. Nothing's possible about it. Solid murders like this aren't worthy of Beatrice-sama at all.
全然ふさわしくないわフルドエリカか
Cluedo Erica,
予期せぬ事件の予期せぬ
an unexpected woman from an unexpected crime.
そして
And there's that unexpected man from 19 years ago.
気分はバトラーに解かれるし、今回のゲームは普段とまるで違う。
Also, Bernie saying that is a detective is definitive proof Erica's Bernie's self-insert. I mean, I thought that was quite clear. I also have to say, what a realistic depiction of a self-insert in a story that already exists. It's like, no one likes you, oh no, when something gets serious, it's like, no, you don't investigate the crime scene. No, you're just a guest. Come on, leave it go, grieve. And then there's like, no, I'm important. Fuck you. Like, jeez. What the heck is going on? Let's go. Yes, One-sama. So that was one of the servants. In the kitchen, Goto is preparing a wonderful breakfast at a brisk pace. This music is not fucking appropriate. The main dish would be herb omelette. Even simple foods could become an invigorating feast under Gota's handful of skills. Does Gota not know? The music's saying Gota doesn't know. He was planning to complete all the other preparations of the meal here beforehand, then cook their individual omelets fresh before their eyes in the dining hall, serving them up one by one. Gota hummed as he continues preparations in high spirits. When Shandy was helping out, saw Gota like this, her mood also brightened. She arranged the salad in a neat little pattern and showed it to Gota. How's this? I think tomatoes look a bit cuter this way. Very nice. You're really getting the hang of this, Shannon-san? Wait, Shannon does not know about the murders? So far it doesn't seem like she does, which is concerning. The two happy people gave each other a high five. What? What is this unrealistic as shit scene? Shan didn't like Gota when he was sneaky, but she had no problems at all with him when he was cooking happily. Sometimes even thought it would be nice if his contract hadn't included any jobs besides cooking. If that had been the case, he wouldn't have had to get in a bad mood during unnecessary jobs. Dining hall is ready. You can carry it in whenever you want. We're almost gonna go, so please get the serving cart ready. I mean, if anything, the stakes confirm Beatrice didn't do the murders. I mean, I was thinking it. I thought it was clear that Beatrice didn't do the murders to begin with in this case because of Rose. Sorry, not Rosa. Maria's death. Rosa can die 12 times over, but Maria dying in any way that isn't at least implied to be somewhat peaceful is wrong. That thing, even Kumasawa caught Goda's high spirits. The kitchen had a very nice smell and atmosphere about it. Truly refreshing so early in the morning. Then Cam came back in the usual bad mood he always had from the moment he woke up. Beatrice would kill Rose with absolutely no remorse or regrets, as one should. Ken and Genji were in charge of getting many things ready for morning since opening the curtains. However, Ken had been alone today, so it'd take much longer than usual. I'm done. Where's Genji-sama? He still isn't here. That's unusual for him, isn't it? Oh, so Genji's dead as fuck. Okay. I've never known him to sleep in. I guess even Genji's son sleeps in sometimes. That's rather kills him, considering that this is the middle of a family conference. Cannon-san, you wake him up for us? Yes.
What
a Genji-san's face looks like when he's half asleep. Oh, let me go with you. Ah, so you want to have a conversation with Cannon. Okay, got it. Even though Goda asked her to get the servant car ready, Kumasawa followed nimbly after Cannon, skillfully skipping work. As Cannon muttered about Goda was the one who slept in all the time. He headed for the servants' sleeping quarters. So, you didn't wake him up this morning, Ken-san? Last night I fell asleep while still in the servant room, so I returned to the servants' quarters. Last night, Ken dozed off on the middle of his late night shift, falling asleep in the servant room. She had been kind enough to put a blanket on him. That just made it so warm that he fell to an even deeper sleep. Sam returned to his bed in the servants' quarters last night. Says that he hadn't met Genji even once this morning. He knocked on the door. Genji-sama? It's Cannon. Good morning. Oh my! I wonder if he's still sleeping. Excuse me. Cam was about to open the door. Noticed something strange on the upper part of it. Wait. Burn Castell? Ifuruda. What? What is this? Duct tape? A small strip of duct tape was stuck along the frame of the door, almost as though it was sealing the door shut. Or there were small slits made with scissors along with the center of the tape. That says Erica Ferrudo Bern Castell. So if you open the door even a slight amount, it would be turned in two. Also running slightly across the duct tape with a fine pen was what appeared to be someone's signature? It was written in a very elaborate and decorative manner. If it was a signature, Ken had no idea whose name was written on it. I wonder if it's some sort of prank. I don't know, but there's no point in worrying about it right now. Genji-sama? Excuse me. He opened the door, ripping the duct tape. Nothing particular happened when ripped, so it was strange the piece of tape. The strange piece of duct tape was quickly forgotten. Hello, Flan. Room was not locked. He used the key, so I think it was locked. It just... Sorry, it's Erica followed by Frederica Bernkestel. Okay. Also, interesting enough, because it's Shannon and... keep fucking switching up the names because it's the same person. If it was... So the problem here is that magic can exist in this scene. Or the magic of everyone agreeing on something. Because if Kanon and Kumasawa agree that before they opened the door, the tape was intact, then the tape was intact. You know? So in this case, we can't really trust that the tape was intact during the scene. Wait, that's something to keep in mind at least. The room was dimly lit. The bunk bed's lower bunk still had a lump under the mat. The bunk bed's lower bunk still had a blanket under it. Apparently Genji was still sleeping. Good morning, Genji-sama.
Genji-san らしくもない
This isn't like you.
朝でございます
It's morning. Genji-sama. If so, that would mean they were in the murders? It could mean that, or it could mean they don't want to get caught up in this shit, which is not hard to believe necessarily. Oh, what is this? There's a large dark red stain on the blanket. So this was one of the servants' blankets, even those were always kept clean. There's no way this could have been a stain like this. Kana hesitantly peeled back Genji's blanket, saw what was left of him, and was shook into silence. What the heck? His nose been cut right across! It's a sharp cut. You couldn't cut through flesh like that without a blade of considerable length. Okay, by the way, I'm gonna take these to be Kanon's internal thoughts right now. I'm gonna take the stakes talking right now to be Kanon's internal thoughts, okay? Okay. What's going on? So murder weapon is some kind of large knife? I mean, it could be a sword, I guess. Kind of weird, but fine. Palace saw the rid of the epitaph, right? Yeah, this is definitely fucking, Kanon's internal thoughts about what's happening. I totally believe that. Why are murders happening? I don't know. Any event, this isn't good. You sure about this to Beatrice-sama and Natsui-sama? So we can assume from this that Shen and Ken are innocent. Most likely. I assume that again, I already assumed that earlier again, because again, how Maria died was too brutal. But, Balfi, hurry and report to Lucini. Understood. After dashing out, Kumasawa called Goda and Shannon over. Then this new pair of loud streams again to go to the firsts. Hey, Goda! Stop making breakfast! Is now really the time to be saying that? Oh, don't... How do I misread this shit so much? There's no chance they'll be having a quiet, peaceful breakfast on the second day. I have a bad feeling about this. Yay, Leviathan's a good lass for now.
源氏だけで済まないかもしれない。
Genji might not be the only one.
屋敷内を確認するわよ。他にも何か起こっているかもしれない。
Let's check the entire mansion. Something else might have happened.
はい、お姉様。
Yes, Oni-sama! Okay, with that statement, it'd be really funny if this was his eternal thoughts. I like this shit. I like this shit. I'm hungry. Just thinking, oh, but I was hungry. And then reminding themselves, people are dead. What the fuck? No, don't be hungry. Now she's springing awake at the sudden sound of the phone. To Nachi, the fact she woke up was surprising in itself. She had thought she was going to spend the whole night unable to sleep out of fear the mysterious man might come out at any moment. At some point, she must have fallen asleep. Of course, she didn't feel rested at all. As she groaned with the dull pain in her head, which hadn't gone away once since last night, she managed to get out of bed.
おはようございます、夏日様。
Good morning, Natsuki-sama.
おはよう。
Good morning.
最悪の朝です。
There's a BL above in all of us. It's a horrible morning.
ご安心を。
Don't
誰
worry.
も部屋へ立ち
No
入
one
りしませ
attempted to
ん
enter this room.
さ
I see.
不審番を。
Thanks for keeping watch all night. Even so, that didn't mean she had been able to sleep peacefully. The continuing ringing of the phone made her headache throb even more strongly.
電話にお出になられた方がよろしいかと。
I believe it would be wise to answer the phone.
あと、良くないご報告が今。
Also have some bad news to report from my sisters.
良くない報告は後にしましょう。
Let's leave the bad news for later. I'll answer the phone first. Nachi shook her head to wake herself up and picked up the receiver. Then she got out listening to the user's bad news first. Because she wanted the first thing she heard about this horrible warning to be something better than this. Ah, fucker. I'll end that. So don't leave quite yet. Do not leave quite yet, please. So that the omakis are like 10 minutes long. I feel like that's a good. I want to try one. There's fucking 4 of them. Fine, first one. Let's go. Well, we have some time. Jessica's piercing shriek rang out. That was because Jessica's scream was the loudest. The same thing spelled out of Balor and George's mouths as well. What the fuck is this music right now? Eva, just like Nachi, spread her arms with a terrible expression roaring at the kids. I remember this scene. I don't think it had this jazzy music before. George, take everyone and return the mansion! Quickly! Right now! Holy shit, this is nice shite. When Nachi had spread her arms, I had thought she was trying to prevent us from advancing any further. However, right now, that wasn't why Eva was spreading her arms. Because her right arm was always doing something behind her back. What's she hiding there? Is this some kind of joke? Is it? Yes. We got it right. I've seen this kind of cheap scene all too often. In manga, TV, anime movies, and visual novels about crickets that won't be released for 20 years. I'm sorry, what? I'd seen it over and over again. It was just seeing something appear in real life that I had seen plenty times before in those more sensational movies, wasn't it? That alone shouldn't. But that suit, it's that old bastard, isn't it? I get it, that's on Kraus. And Kiri-san and Auntie Rosa? Wow. Dad! You mustn't, Jessica! You mustn't go! You mustn't look! Especially Dota, he's really fucked up! Okay. Dad! This is great so far.
死後硬直をほぼ全身に
This music is entirely inappropriate. I fucking love it. This shit is horrible. I love it. Rigor mortis is set in the Gar's entire body. Probably at least 6 hours have passed since death. As far as I can tell by looking at the damn mirror, this priority they were murdered by half-naked demon girls. No, I must watch what I say. I'm an old I'm a fat old man, and girls are telling my area of expertise. I'm hungry. What the fuck is this fucking Lambda's idea of what happened? Is this Lambda imagining what the fuck happened during episode 1? Oh my god, this is great shit. Oh my god. The worst part is, you only appreciate the comic, you know how serious the series is. Yep. And Nazi caught Destiny in her arms, and Eva caught George on a key. So I was the only one who could approach the entrance of the storehouse. Ah, if only there had been somewhere to catch me too. When I needed to have this horrible UV scene burned in my eyes. It's so bright too. No, that's not it. I'm saying it not because people who catch me aren't here, but because people who would catch me are sticky and gross, aren't they? That's how you're describing it? Just like you said, it looked like Sora used to guarding tools and used to keep guarding tools and corpses and stuff. Who made this? Me? A lawnmower with extra blades, a grass stick and a hammer. I saw Haji Taipei's left arm. Who the fuck? Pot of plants and bags of that shit you feed plants with. You mean shit? And treat just the same. The corpses of people that have been laid to rest there. No, I've been thrown in there. I can tell by their clothes. That would bastard Kiri-san, Uncle Kraus and Auntie Rosa. Further back, Gode and still more of them. Yeah, how many people died? Fuck yeah, I can't even count on one hand. God fucking damn it. Oh, grandfather could do it with his feet, right? Damn him. What a fucking line. I don't know whether I've been one of those guarding tools which, if used for something other than their intent purpose, could definitely be wielded with a naked brutality. Oh, wait, that just sounds wrong. I don't let Beto hear me say stuff like that. Is that it? What the fuck was that? That was great. What the fuck? I loved it. That was so stupid. Huh. How do we have 3 of these hidden? Are these in the fuck... What? It's an abridged, yeah, basically. But also, how do we have 3 CGs hidden still in episodes 1 to 4? Are they all in the Omake section? Because obviously there's no way for us to actually, like, miss anything normally, you know? I'll get everything with the Omakes? Cool. I wonder if we can get one more done. I want to see if we can get one more done. Hold on. Episode 2. There's no way I'll ever come to a place like this again. Can't decide for about the zillionth time that day. As it did, the lighting changed, and the standing audience started cheering. Looking around, I realized there were suddenly a large number of people here. And on the road, they were all guys. The huge crowd, I couldn't even see the stage. Fortunately, there was a fallen beer case nearby, so I tried using that as a footstool. As I noticed, there was now a new group on the stage. The leader was my lady. She had changed her stage clothes and was even holding a guitar. Didn't know she could play. No, maybe she could. Have even seen her pressing air guitar before. Naturally, Sama wouldn't approve of any hobbies outside studying. Maybe she was always practicing in secret. Come think that she's been returning really late from school recently, hasn't she? Maybe she's been practicing at school, far away from Nachi-sama's prying eyes. It really is best that Nachi-sama didn't come. If my lady were to get scolded by Nachi-sama after putting so many hours of practice in, she would be very dejected. Everyone, thanks for gathering here today. I hear Jessica-sama's forceful voice through the speakers. Jessie-sama? Maybe that's her nickname at school? The students in the audience kept calling out that name. I was aggravated by that inferior name, which was inappropriate for my lady. Jessica-sama was great spirits, they kept calling her Jessie-sama. They were probably all her fans. With her mic performance, she was responding to that and firing the place up. It was almost like a song program on TV. At first I thought all this was frivolous, but that feeling out changed in appreciation. This is incredible in its own way. Ken never listened to music of his own free will, but he often heard the kind of music that people of the Ushimonomiya family liked. Since that was almost all classical music, Ken had naturally started liking classical music too. So to Ken, the songs Jessica and others were singing were, how should you say it? Very modern. In any case, I thought that if Nachi-sama heard it, she would probably faint. Come on. Do it. Yeah! Let's go! Is that fucking canon as Reimu? This is fucking great shit. That's totally... Sirupeten! Yeah! Hidden. That's totally fucking... That's totally supposed to be shit. Canon, right? That's totally supposed to be canon, right? That's fucking great. I love it. Everyone looked like they were having a real good time. Die-hard fans who had even brought pen lights sang along. Dancing crazy with the exact same movements as though it had been planned ahead. On the stage, Jessie-sama also sang enthusiastically, dripping with sweat. You couldn't find a single moment that was inappropriate for a daughter of the Ushiro family, but it looked like she was having a lot of fun. Jessie-sama! Jessie! Yeah, Ken and Reimu is real. I love it! Again, today, behind me, the sound footsteps... Shiromiya is stalking, curses disappearances, static raises torture. Onikakushi, do you eat it? Don't say Marissa! That was great. I couldn't keep up with the atmosphere, but anyway, my lady was full of life and looked like she was having a great time. As I look at my lady having a great time, I thought, isn't this what Ushiromiya Jessica is really like? Did someone make new art for this too? That's really cool. Do I know better than anyone just how badly life on Rokujima kills your own sense of self? Then the time she spent, it's not as my lady, the sex of the Ushiromiya family, but a single girl called Jessica, living a life you've always might very well be very important to her. I worked close to my lady, saw her in all her seasons, and I thought I knew everything about her. But that was only a single limited side of her, my lady of Rokujima. Oh, that was nice. I like that. Yeah, I got my music down. Sweet.
Believing oneself to be perfect is often the sign of a delusional mind. Small words from a small being trying to attack what he doesn't understand.
Well, that's creepy as fuck. Wow, that was actually really creepy. I disliked that immensely. Holy shit. What? Where's our CG? System Zero got censored because it had a Star Trek sample? Shame. Oh, that is a bit shameful. Oh, don't get the picture. Oh well. Anyway. thank you for all coming to today's live stream. Sorry we started a bit late today and lost a bit of time. I hope you guys enjoyed. If this is your first time coming, suggest you subscribe in the HMO or where I'm streaming. Let anything about the video, leave a like and the comment, leave a comment down below. And as well, I'm gonna get up close. I'm gonna get quiet. And I'm gonna say goodbye.